Hey guys, right here I have a 2016 Infiniti Q30 2.2d all-wheel drive Sport. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded in upon unlocking the car and opening the front doors. The side mirrors automatically fold out, and upon locking the car, the side mirrors automatically fold in. An electric rack and pinion power steering system is standard on the Q30. The Sport trim gets a leather-wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom design, Sport grips at 10 and 2, and contrast stitching going around the inner rim. The Q30 2.2d can only be paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission or DCT. DCT uses one clutch for gears 1, 3, 5 and 7 and another clutch for gears 2, 4 and 6. DCT eliminates the need for manual transmission's clutch pedal and an automatic transmission's torque converter. DCT gives drivers smoother shifts, less lag between shift times, and improved fuel efficiency over a regular automatic. Manual shifting is available via the pedal shifters on the back of the top two steering wheel spokes. Rear parking sensors are standard on the Sport. Infiniti's drive mode selector is standard on DCT-equipped cars. The button to select the driving modes is located to the right of the Park button. 3 modes are available. Economy is the default mode, Sport tunes the car for a sportier drive, and Manual allows for full manual control of the transmission. In terms of safety, the Q30 gets 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force, distribution and brake assist, traction control system, vehicle dynamic control, hill start assist, a tire pressure monitoring system, forward collision warning and stop, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Lane departure warning is standard on all trims except the base SE trim. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. "19-inch 5 double-spoke light alloy rims are standard on the Sport trim. The rims on this car are wrapped in Goodyear Efficient Grip 235/45 R19 run flat tires. Disc brakes are present all round, with the front ones being ventilated and the rear ones are solid. The suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link setup out back. Courtesy of the Sport trim are Sport brakes and a Sport suspension setup which lowers the car by 20mm. Infiniti recently entered the C-segment compact hatchback market with the 5-door Q30. The Q30 made its debut at the 2015 Frankfurt Motor Show, with sales starting not too long after. As a result of the Renault-Nissan and Daimler alliance, the Q30 is built on the same platform as the third-generation W176 Mercedes-Benz A-Class. While most of the design is Infiniti's own, some of the interior design is shared with its Mercedes sibling. The engines available in the Q30 are all Mercedes units except for the 1.5D, which is a Renault-Nissan engine. The Q30 is built at the Nissan Motor Manufacturing UK plant located in Sunderland, UK. This Q30 is powered by Mercedes' OM651DE22LA 2.1 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbodiesel inline-4 engine with common rail direct injection. This engine produces 168 horsepower between 3400 and 4000 RPM and 350 Nm of torque between 1400 and 3400 RPM. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 8.5 seconds, and the top speed is 134 miles per hour or 215 km per hour. The fuel tank measures 56 litres, and the combined fuel consumption for the Q30 2.2d all-wheel drive DCT on 19-inch wheels is 57.6 miles per gallon or 4.9 litres per 100 kilometers. 129 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and as the name suggests, this Q30 is an all-wheel drive vehicle. The Q30 went on sale in the UK towards the end of 2015, with deliveries beginning in January 2016. 2 diesel engines and 3 petrol engines are available, with 7 trim levels on offer at the moment. Exterior features of the Q30 Sport includes automatic auto-leveling adaptive LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and rear fog lights, LED indicators for the front, the side mirrors and the rear, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, rear parking sensors, black side mirrors, body-colored door handles and side sills, satin chrome window trim, sport design for the front grille, the front bumper and the rear bumper diffuser, and dual rectangular exhaust pipes finished in dark chrome. You do have one of your Bose speakers down there, together with another one right up there. Down below as well, you do get a bottle holder and some storage. And right here, you do have your mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. And you do have your window lock right here as well. Right next to the interior door handle on the driver's side, you do get your central locking buttons. You do have the vehicle's electronic parking brake right down there. I'll show you how it works in a minute. Infiniti door sills for the front. And the driver's seat in this Q30 Sport does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat height. This lever controls your seat inclination. That lever down there controls your seat position. And you do have 4-way power lumbar support adjusted via the buttons right here. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Q30's electronic parking brake is located right here as mentioned earlier on. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and pull the lever out. To engage it, simply push the lever back in. The Q30 Sport does come standard with a dual-zone automatic climate control system. All of the controls are located right down here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your driver's side temperature with your off button and rest mode, passenger side temperature with your automatic mode and zone button. Zone means if you have it turned on, each side will have individual temperature controls, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides. Right here you do have your front and rear defrost, fan speed, different modes, as well as your recirculation and air conditioning buttons. Right here you do have a bit of storage as well as a couple of USB ports. Right here you do have your 3-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger. Right here you can turn the vehicle's automatic start-stop system on or off. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. And right here you can turn off the parking sensors. This Q30 Sport has been fitted with the Infiniti InTouch navigation system that features a 7-inch color touch screen display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and the Bose Premium audio system with 10 speakers. I must say the Bose sound system available in the Q30 does sound quite good. The display right above, as mentioned earlier on, it is a touch screen display, so obviously you can use your finger to navigate through the display. You can also use the set of controls located down the center console. You do have this knob in the middle that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right, and clicks down for enter. You also do have your map, voice, menu, and audio shortcut buttons, your brightness adjustment button, as well as your return button. Back to the display, we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the artist, album, title, song duration. Down below you can play pause, change your folder or track, and select repeat or random. Now, you can go up to source just by clicking the knob up, and right here you can select your desired media option. You do have FM, AM, DAB digital radio, CD, Bluetooth audio streaming, USB, iPod connectivity, and your various audio apps. You can edit the source bar down below as well as show the source bar. Hit the return button to go back, and next up we do have control. Right here you can pair a Bluetooth device or select an audio device. Now to go back to the main menu, hit the menu button, and next up we do have navigation. Right here you can enter a street address, select points of interest, go home. If you do have a home destination entered onto the system, just click home and the system will guide you home. Destination menu, route menu. If you do have your navigation active, you can also cancel the route info, and edit the route. You can also bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu with your favorites, call history, phone book. You can dial a number, pair a device, select the paired device, select an audio device, and read your text messages. Right here we do have your apps, your app garage, quick guide. You can bring up your clock, compass. If you do have it activated, you can read your email and calendar as well, your maintenance notes, and you do have several other pages where you can configure these pages so you can display whatever app you want to be displayed. Next up, we do have information with your Eco Drive report, traffic information, and your map information. Settings with your Bluetooth settings, your phone and mail settings, navigation settings, audio settings. Under audio settings, you can bring up your sound system settings with your bass treble, balance and fader, your Bose center point system, surround volume, speed sensitive volume, and all that. And you can select whether the album art is turned on or off. Your screen settings, volume adjustments, clock, voice recognition, your camera and parking sensors settings, and other settings, which includes your language, keyboard type, your fuel alert, and software information. Now to go to the map menu, just hit the map or voice button down below, and right here we are in your navigation maps. If you use the knob, if you flick it up, down, left or right, you can actually enter your interactive map where you can go to your desired location. To exit, just hit the return button. If you just use the knob, scrolling it left and right, you can zoom in and out. If we click the knob down, you can bring up a list of menus with you can change your audio source, look at your audio list, call history, phone book, you can cancel the route, nearby places, store location, and all that. And right down here, you can actually change the map view. And to go back to the audio menu, just hit the audio shortcut button. Right down here, you do have your CD player. It is MP3 compatible. Eject button for the CD player. Your seat track buttons, your radio button, media button. Status basically brings up your climate control data or your compass data on the display itself. You do have your tune and folder buttons right here, your 6 customizable stations, as well as your volume and power knob. Central locking, as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors, on the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, mute button, your on-hook off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, as well as your voice control button. On the left spoke, the up, down, left, right, OK and return buttons actually control your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Up and down goes through the different sub-menus, left and right goes through the different main menus. Hit OK to select that particular option and hit return to go back to the previous menu. We are currently in your driving data menu with your digital speedometer. Driving data from the last reset, which includes your distance traveled, average fuel consumption, average speed and elapsed time. Driving data from the last startup, range and instant fuel consumption, mileage and trip meter, and back to your digital speedometer. Next up, we do have your navigation menu, audio menu, your vehicle assistance menu with your assistance graphics, traffic sign recognition activation, your electronic stability program, whether you want it turned on or off, your emergency brake system, and your lane departure warning system. Next up, we do have your vehicle service menu with your vehicle messages, tire pressure monitoring system, as well as your service indicator. Settings menu with your instrument cluster settings, light settings, vehicle settings, convenience settings, and restoring the system back to factory settings. There are no controls on the right of the steering column, but on the top left stalk you do have your indicator and wiper controls, and on the bottom left stalk you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. You do have a couple of cup holders right here. You do have a front center armrest with storage down below. Right in there you do get a power outlet as well as the SD card slot for the navigation. Auto dimming rear view mirror. And right there, the button to the right deactivates the tow hook sensor. And to the left, that button deactivates the interior sensors for the alarm system. And you do have your interior lights right above. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. And the driver does get a grip handle. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. You do have a speaker down there together with some storage, and your window control is right there. The rear seat backs in this Q30 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and then flip the seat backs down. You can move the seatbelt out of the way if you did not want the seatbelt obstructing you. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I do get about this much headroom. It is actually not that spacious back here, but at least the seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. You also do get small cutouts on the front seat backs that help with a bit of legroom. You do have rear aircon vents down there, together with a power outlet. No rear center armrest for this one, but you do get grip handles on the ceiling, with hooks for both sides at the back. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Infiniti badge. The Q30's boot measures 368 litres with the rear seat backs in place and 1223 litres with the rear seat backs folded and the cargo cover removed. On both sides of the boot, you do have hooks, and to the left there is a light and a power outlet. Underneath the boot floor is the subwoofer for the Bose sound system. Electronic fuel flap, the front and rear headrests in this car are fixed. The only one that is adjustable is the one for the middle passenger at the back. You do have your window control right there, and down below you do get a speaker, a bottle holder and some storage. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the inclination adjustment as well as the power lumbar support as found on the driver's side. Nicely sized glove box. You do get a storage pocket to the right of the front passenger's footwell. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2016 Infiniti Q30 2.2d all-wheel drive Sport. Thanks for watching and goodbye.